On this all-new episode of TheRecipe Show, Jodi Hendrix stops by to talk about his life and journey as a filmmaker, actor, artist, and all-around Renaissance man. He also talks about being featured in the short film based on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Listen up as Jodi gives us the scoop on the recipe for his success. Stay tuned and let's get into it.
Hello, Jodi.
Hi.
Welcome to The Recipe. It's good to see you again. How are you?
It's good to see you as well.
Thank you. What we're going to do is talk a little bit about your career, what you have going on. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce him to you. This is Jodi Hendrix, correct?
Yeah, that's Jodi.
Alrighty. He is what? Actor, singer,
Model.
What
To
else?
some a porn star.
What?
To some a porn star.
Okay, well, you know what? We're going to definitely have to talk and touch on that, right?
Yeah.
Again, like I said, thank you for coming out. Appreciate you on this nice winter cold night.
So I gotta stay warm.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me a little bit about yourself. Who is Jodi?
Man, I'm everything. Everything that I want to be.
Everything. I like that. I like that answer.
That's really the truth behind it. Anything I want to be, I go after it, and I'm very obsessive when I want to put my mind to it. So that's what I am. Like it's, they say don't put yourself in a box. Well, when you don't believe there is a box, then which can you be put into?
So you don't believe that there is a box?
No, there's no box.
Why is that?
Certain individuals aren't put in a box. I mean, you see the growth of so many different individuals. They're doing this, that. Like Snoop. You go from gang affiliated to rapper to DJ to actor to so many different things. Co-host of a cooking show. So there was no box. Like really, that's why I don't believe there's no box. Like,
Okay.
The society puts you in a box.
Society. And I agree with you as far as that is concerned. So you would consider yourself, if you will, a go-getter, correct?
Yes. Go-getter means by any means necessary. That's what it is. If you want it, you go get it. You're a hunter. I'm a hunter. I'm an apex predator. That's what it is.
Okay. So where does this energy come from? Where does the motivation? How did this start? How did this give me the process?
I'm not a painter.
Okay.
But I saw my first painting at 8 years old. So my grandmother used to have a mini mart in the hood, and I drew a couple paintings and I set them outside. And somebody stopped and paid me $15 for one.
$15 at 8 years old?
Yeah. So especially just drawing things that you didn't even know what you was drawing, and you just basically
yeah, that's impressive.
Right.
So what made you sell the painting? I mean, where did that come from?
I wish I knew the motivation behind wanting to sell the painting. I just knew to set them outside and see if I could sell it.
And see if you could sell the painting.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
I've always been that type of hustler mentality.
Okay.
So I've always had that mentality of like, go get it.
Go get it. Yeah. So this started very, very young, 8,
yeah,
9, and you just kind of kept on.
Yeah.
Okay. So now tell me what you're doing now. Tell me what you're currently working on and what you're doing. Because I know that, when I met you prior, you were acting.
Yes.
And you actually came here and filmed part of your movie. Tell me a little bit about the movie and the name of the movie and what this was about.
last year, a film called Bel-Air came out, which went viral. Crazy. It's the take of Fresh Prince, like more of the darker. If Fresh Prince was a drama, and it just went viral. So in my mind, I always think you have 90 days from meeting somebody or something major happening to you. You have a small window with artists, anything. It's always 9 days windows for me, 90 or 60-day window with anything. So if I met you, let's say with this first time us meeting, I feel like I have to talk to you again within 60 to 90 days for you to remember me.
Okay.
If we don't talk since then and I just talk to you once a year, it's like, oh, you
Yeah.
know, it's, oh, I remember now. I have to, yeah. But if I talk to you within 60 to 90 days, now we're building something.
Okay.
Now you putting me in your head like, okay, yeah, I worked with him. Here's a reoccurrence. You know, this is genuine what we're building. So I put that in my head, even with creating something. Like if something major happened, you know, keep the foot on the gas. That's how I think. Like if your momentum's going, take advantage of the momentum and keep going.
I like that train of thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
To be able to, within that window, 60 to 90 days.
Yeah, because most people think that's their highlight. For some people, that would have been their highlight. Oh, Will Smith, the Bel-Air, everybody's calling me and like, yo, I saw you in the new trailer and whatnot. Yeah, but that's not my only highlight I want to have that year. I want to be like, oh, I'm working on this, I'm working on that. Like, I don't settle for just one little small little. That's cool. That's cool, but what's next? That's how I think. So that's what motivated me to making my other film and want to direct. The goal of me last year was to write short stories because I'm a writer. I'm all over the place, but I'm a writer by trade. So I wanted to write short stories in 2019 and make them to little novels and whatnot.
Yeah.
But when Bel-Air came out, I was like, oh, well, shoot, now I need to go ahead and make this little film and just go ahead and transfer what I wanted to write about into a film. So that's what I did. It's called Remember Rosier. It's the story of a fallen angel who making the world remember who he is. He's basically like Lucifer, bro. He's reminding people like, yo, Lucifer wasn't the only one who fell. Like, I'm also behind a lot of stuff too.
Okay.
So that's what he is.
Let me give my guests. I want them to get familiar with who you are.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you a few questions, and these questions are based on emotions. Okay. What is your favorite word in the whole wide world?
My favorite word is gravity.
Gravity. Elaborate for me.
Okay. Gravity is the sum of everything. Gravity is something that scientists don't know how to recreate or don't know how to make. Gravity is love. And we're on this earth to love. So that's what my favorite word is, gravity.
Gravity.
Yes.
Okay. All right. What is your least favorite word?
Can't.
Can't. Interesting. That's my least favorite word as well. Why is that?
Because once you say it, you won't be able to do it. Like you're shooting yourself down already. If I can't do this, you believe in the impossible, and I don't believe in the impossible.
So you do believe it is everything is possible.
Everything is possible. I used to say this to my group when my group members wanted to leave. Said we can't make it or do something. He's
Can't.
like,
There you go.
yeah.
Can't.
He
Exactly.
said we can't do it, and it's impossible that this will happen. And I was like, nothing's impossible. Things may be impenetrable, but nothing can be impossible. Like I took that from Willy Wonka anyway, but still, it's nothing's impossible. So if you're a dreamer, there's nothing impossible. So.
Well, like I tell people, I go, well, the dream is free, but the hustle is sold separately.
Right.
And I don't think a lot of people get that. They get caught up in this dream, in the fantasy.
Right.
But you have to execute it. You have two type of people in the world. You have constitutors and you have executors.
Right.
Which one are you?
Right.
Some are both, but most are just one.
Exactly.
And you're saying that not only do I constitute it, I execute it too.
Exactly.
And my thing is, I'd rather be a has-been than a never-been. What is your strongest emotion?
Giving.
Giving.
Yes. Pleasure. Is that an emotion? I guess.
That's
Okay.
that's
Pleasure.
an emotion. Mm-hmm.
And comfort. See, that's the hard. It's between, but them all three are tied in together to me.
Yeah.
Giving, pleasure, and comfort.
Mm-hmm.
So on my body, I have created for her pleasure.
Oh,
Tatted
okay.
on me.
So that what is this?
On my wrist, it says created for her pleasure, and
So-
on my fingers, it says for her comfort.
For her comfort.
Yes.
We'll talk about that. I'm not understanding the her, but we'll
Okay,
get,
I explain. I
well,
can explain that.
yeah. We'll get into that. What is your weakest emotion?
Man, I think the weakest emotion is protecting.
Protecting.
Yeah.
Protecting who and what and why?
It's a gift and a curse. So, my body, it says gift and a curse on my shoulders, and protecting the best interest for certain people. And I don't know what kind of complex that's considered, but sometimes I overextend myself overextend myself and to protect people from making wrong decisions or anything like that. And, that's actually something I'm going through right now. That I'm feeling drained. I done got to the point that I'm drained from it, where I'm not I done drained myself to the point where I'm not in a happy place of that, because of I didn't try to protect people. And when you try to protect people and they don't listen to you, I take offense to that, because it's like, yo, I just want the best for you. But you obviously don't want the best for you either. And I still love you that much that I will overextend myself, and you still just gonna cause me pain.
Yeah, it's like we have so much in common. I'm that way as well. I overextend myself to everybody. I'm a giver. I want everybody to do well, and it's draining. It's disappointing. Because I overextend myself. I'm constantly giving, and people are taking.
Right.
But that's just my nature, just to give.
Right.
And I look at it as, the beauty of it is you don't have to ask me. I knew and I gave.
Exactly.
They don't appreciate that, or they don't get it.
Yeah.
And it's sad, and it's so disappointing. So, yeah, we kind of like eye to eye when it comes to that. So, like you said, it's a gift and it's a curse.
Yeah.
Let's see. Your profession. Okay, so you sing.
Yeah, I used to sing.
You
yes.
used to sing. We'll touch a little bit on that.
Okay.
Used to.
I act.
You act.
I model.
You model.
I direct.
You direct.
I create.
And you create everything or some things.
I create everything.
You create everything. Okay. So let me ask you this. Out of all of these things, what profession other than yours would you like to attempt?
Like to attempt or would have attempted?
No. What would you like to attempt before you expire?
I transcend. I transcend.
Yeah.
Man. Originally, when I was 18, I wanted to be into the porn industry. So I would have did that.
So you do want to do that?
Not now.
We're going to talk. Okay. We have so many things I need to talk about later. Okay.
Okay,
Or do I
so-
need to elaborate on that?
We can elaborate on that.
Yeah, let's talk about that now. Okay. So this is a profession that you do want to attempt. I mean, you
It's
can be
like-
truthful with me. I mean, let's
Do I want to
keep
attempt it?
Yeah.
No, not now.
Why is that?
I want to own it.
Oh, you want to own
I want
it.
ownership now into it.
Okay. Why did you want to attempt that profession?
Because I'm a tiger, and
What's a tiger?
that's my year I was born. I'm a year of a tiger.
Okay.
So by nature, like I said, I'm an apex predator. I like to hunt. That's my energy. I transform sexual energy into stuff. So when I work out, I listen to sex songs. It's like that's the thing I use. I transfer that energy.
So you enjoy sex.
Yes, I enjoy sex. So
Okay.
when I was 18 and I wanted to do that, I actually reached out to a porn star, a male porn star, and he told me the ins and outs about it, and he said I wouldn't recommend it.
Why is that?
Just on the pay, on how black males are treated, and during that time, some years ago, black males weren't paid fairly. They was the bottom of the totem pole of
Okay.
getting paid. So that's why he was like, I don't hang out with them people. I don't. And he was a big time porn star at the time he was doing it, but he just didn't. He didn't care for the pay. He said the black men are not getting paid nothing. In
Okay,
there.
so you felt like for what you were going to bring to the table. I mean, what was you going to bring to the table?
Porn is
You know,
different. Like people don't understand. Like porn
yeah.
industry is completely. You're acting. You're doing something that you normally do, and you're just doing it in front of a room full of people, and you're getting paid to do it. I don't. I'm all. That's why I'm big on directing. It's more of the ownership of things. Like, why can't Greg Lansky is like the new Hugh Hefner.
Who?
His name is Greg Lansky.
Greg Lansky.
He owns Vixen and this thing called Blacked.
Oh, okay.
So Blacked is in the
Did
porn.
you guys get that? Greg
Lansky. Right.
Okay, I'm gonna
He-
have to Google him. Okay, so
But
he's
Black-
the new.
Hugh Hefner, per se,
Hefner,
or
Hugh Hefner.
or like Hustler or Penthouse
Okay,
like
alrighty.
that. But Black is basically like it focuses on black males and white or Latino women, and so it's Black. But a black man doesn't own that. But you have, black actors working for you. So that was my whole big thing of why I would do that in the industry. Like, why can't we own something like that? I'm very big on that. Like, this is still like going back to like, I'm not gonna say slavery days, but still it's a pay NFL owners or basketball teams. Like, they're all owned by white or majority owners, and you got the actors and the players.
Why? Let me interrupt you and ask this question. Why do you think this is so even today? Well,
It's old.
yeah.
I mean, segregation ended 54 years ago.
yeah,
So we're playing catch up.
yeah.
So, and that's why when I said about owning the porn industry, like that's a profession that has never died. Sex is something that will always sell.
Yeah, you're absolutely
Sex and health.
and you're absolutely correct. However, it takes discipline. It takes dedication, and that's why you're here. I want to know your ingredients for your success. We don't care that a person is a millionaire.
Right.
The first thing you ask is, how did he become a millionaire?
Exactly.
So I'm trying to get your ingredients.
Okay.
And you did tell me, I'm ambitious, I'm motivated, I have a 60-day time frame, 90-day. I have to connect with these people where I can, I'm here. I'm beating them in the head,
Right.
where they'll know who I am as a person and the things that I'm interested in doing.
Right.
So that's part of your ingredients.
Right.
And you are successful. And success doesn't necessarily mean monetary things. Oh, I have the big house, the car, the views. It's here.
Yeah.
It starts here.
Right.
Tell me about your process. Is acting your passion?
I love acting.
Okay.
That's a good question. Passion. Honestly, passion is something that I don't always live by anymore. As you know, I used to do music first, and that was my passion. And it was great on what I got out of music and the people I met. But I searched for more of my effort instead of passion. Effort is more of what you do, and it's natural to you.
Wow. Yeah. This is getting a little deep. When I started this podcast or, deal, whatever you want to call it, they go, oh, it's not a podcast because podcast is, audio. My cousin, I asked her, can you help me do this? And she says, no, because this is not your passion. Really? I said, I don't have a passion. Do you necessarily have to have a passion to want to do something? Like you said, it's the effort.
Right.
It's the motivation. It's what drives you. So passion is not always a good thing to go by.
Right. Right.
eventually things will become a passion, I believe.
Yeah, and on the back end, I think you can buy your passion. at
Hello.
at the
Yeah.
end, prime example, Mark Cuban. He had a passion for playing basketball, but Mark Cuban's like 5'6", 5'7". He ain't taught him to play in the league. Mark Cuban had the effort of doing computers. Mark Cuban became a billionaire and bought a basketball team. He bought a whole basketball team. That's his passion. He can play basketball with NBA players all he want, but it's not passion. I'm a firm believer. Like when people say about, you passionate about it, is your passion? How many passionate people we see not achieving what they want and they're more depressed about things? Like, forget that passion. Let's do what's natural to you. If you're naturally good at it and you can put effort into it, then do it. Because when I took a break, when I walked away from music, that's something I realized more about. Being away from music taught me more about music, about my passion, what was natural. Like, for me, I'm a songwriter before a singer. I can sing, but I'm not Usher or Luther Vandross or anybody like that. But my work ethic had me performing at every show, opening every act, and doing tours. That was my effort, and that I was fighting. I was making something out of what it wasn't natural. People say, "Oh, you should model." I didn't want to do that. "Oh, you should do this." I didn't want to do that. I was passionate about singing, so I put the work into it, and what made me stand out amongst other artists. So it's at the end of the day, it's all about, like you said, the hustle, the effort more so. But I like the natural way. Whatever's natural. If it feels natural and you don't feel like, man, it's hard, it should feel like a flow, like I'm enjoying it, like completely. Okay. That's natural. I love the natural.
Okay. So the acting, you're doing that currently. Okay. You're also doing condoms.
I'm creating a condoms.
You're creating a condom brand.
Yes.
We'll talk about that.
Okay.
You're doing I'm like all over the board with you. I can't stick to one thing,
Yeah.
It's just like you're here, you're there.
Even though I'm all over the board, it's all in the same realm.
Okay.
That's how I believe. Everything is connected. When you talk about music and acting and sex, like sex and music are hand in hand. They're all entertainment wise, so they're all in that whole form. And what condoms is part of sex, which is part of entertainment. I started doing acting.
Where did that come from?
Got a phone call from Morgan Cooper.
Who is Morgan Cooper?
Morgan Cooper is an amazing director. I know Morgan actually. He was a music video director first, and then he's been doing films. He called me up. He asked me, he said, "Yo, I want you to play this gangster." And he called me up on a Wednesday. He wanted me to come play the gangster Friday. Wow. And I was like, "Man, what am I supposed to wear?" And everything. Like, I was like, I didn't have my grill anymore or anything. He said, "Just come out." Like, he just told me to come out. And it was called BA-19. No one knew what it was. BA-19. Okay. No one knew what it was about anything. He was like, in the setting we was at, where was we at? Truce Park? Yeah. And we was out there, and they're like, "Yeah, it's what you think it is." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Not really going into full detail of, this is supposed to be like Fresh Prince. And there's like, I'm going to play the lead guy, and that's how it happened. That's really, it just like jumped me in there, and I was a natural at it, like he just said.
Morgan Cooper. He is a film director, correct? And from my understanding, he done Bel-Air of 2019.
Yes.
Okay. Which Will Smith endorsed.
Correct.
And it's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
He is from Kansas City, Missouri.
Yeah. He's from Kansas City.
A great film director that you've known
for 10 years. I know him for 10 years. Yeah.
Okay, so longevity.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
And you were a part of the Bel-Air 2019, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
I played the character who actually, when us watching Fresh Prince, I'm the person who actually sends. I got one little fight. My mom got scared. I'm the person who actually gets in a fight with Will. So.
Oh, so you had to be the gangster. You
Yeah,
got in a fight
I'm
with Will.
the gangster
Okay.
who gets in
Oh,
a fight
okay.
with Will.
So you're a jack of all trades, but a master of none. We can't get through this this chat, this interview because you're everybody. Who are you?
I told you there's no box.
You're absolutely right.
No box.
What the hell?
It's like I don't want to be in a box because they stereotype. Well, they don't stereotype. Yeah, they do. They put certain actors in boxes, and I don't want to be that all the time. So that's also, probably gonna move in that question why I want to direct. But that's the reason why. If they don't have roles for you, to me, in my head, if they don't have it, this is for anything. If they don't have it for you, you make it for yourself. That's how I think. That's always like
you create it.
Yeah, you
create your position.
Don't that's why I do all these things I do, because if you don't want to hire me for this, if you don't want to use me for this, then let me create it then and make it happen. Because at least if I did it, I don't live with no regrets. I at least put it out there and I showed you that it can work. That's all people need to do is see that it works.
What do you think about regrets?
I think regrets that's an old generation thing. I think that's more people listen to too many people on how to run their life, and that's what regrets are.
Okay, so that's a good thing. I like that. Okay,
Yeah.
Let me ask you a few questions. I wrote some questions about your acting.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna kind of ask you a few questions about that. I watch a few videos on your
Instagram or
Instagram,
YouTube?
social media, and I see you're singing and
I do that now. I've been posting things, and I'm actually releasing songs from my vault. Because 2020 to me is the time to. 2020 to me is the rebirth of creatives, not those who have a niche. This is where people who are actually creative, like you actually work on your craft, you study your craft, you practice your craft. I think it's time for this is a year of creatives, so I decided just to release songs I wrote because I'm a songwriter. That's what I do. So my music is more of lyric based, like it's a story behind my music.
You had no training, so I don't need to ask that question.
No
like you said,
acting training.
Came
like
from
I said,
Cooper. The
yeah, it was a natural role. They have the personality role.
So you're just kind of naturally, you're just an actor naturally.
Yes.
Really, that's interesting. So that means you're running around here faking and shit.
No.
What's going on with you?
No. See, to be an actor,
watching you.
to be a good actor, you have to embody whatever the role is. You have to consume whatever there's required of you. I mean, you look at Denzel. We all love Denzel. I think he's an actor we in here. That's what somebody said.
Is that your favorite actor? One of them? Or?
One of them.
Who is your favorite actor?
Oh, I don't want to put him in a box.
No, please do.
No, because see,
no, I need to know
who
inspires you.
Just one favorite actor. I can't say one favorite actor, but I will say I give you whatever. Let's count: Jamie Foxx, Will Smith, Denzel Washington, Eddie Murphy.
Eddie
Murphy. I posted. Eddie Murphy is the greatest comedic actor of all time.
Yes, I truly believe that.
He's an amazing actor. There's some who probably, Christian Bale. There's different actors who I can say they're amazing. When I say a great actor, it's when I see it, I can really believe that's who you can be. That's one thing that separates Denzel from a lot of people. Like when you see him Equalize, you're like, you know what? Denzel probably was a hitman at one point.
Yeah, I mean,
or Training
when
Day.
when they're convincing.
Yes, you can believe that. That's
but
what
I
really
love
do.
Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
I mean, come here and let me interview you. You have people that they play the role, and you can actually believe that this is that person.
Right.
Even Loren Tate, I love him.
Yeah. every actor process their role of how they want to be.
Is that what you do?
Depends on the role. They've been really, trying to put me in this box lately of playing this bad boy, this, and that's easy to me. I think that's just more easy.
Light work.
That's light work.
Okay.
But but you gotta take it serious. So and it depends on what type of bad boy. You either can be the comedic bad boy or you gotta be the serious bad boy. And for Bel-Air, it was more of the serious bad boy. And funny thing is, that was a lot of improv through the whole process of the film. There was no script given to us when we were speaking. Was anything? Everything was just built that moment while we was filming on set. First scene, Morgan have us walk. He's like, just go at it. Like, I'm bigger than the guy, so I pushed him, and it caught him off guard. At the time I was solid 210. I'm 6'2", 210, and I just pushed him, and he flew back, and he attacked back, and we was just trying to do like a confrontation like that, but. They're saying he had me saying like the line like, "Are you stupid?" And you had to go, you got to say it in his ear. So hearing that to somebody saying that to you all the time, his heart rate's getting bigger and like he's huffing and puffing. So it was intense, and we didn't know each other. Okay, you talking about my process? So that's basically whenever, depending on the role it is, I would know how to prepare and I'll take it serious. I study other actors. If I need a certain dialect, I need to do. It just depends on the role I prepare myself for.
Okay, so it depends on the role. So let me ask you this: what is your dream role?
I want a superhero role.
A superhero.
Yeah, a superhero role. Like
that's your dream role.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because kids, it's something that kids can look up to.
Okay.
In the good limelight of things.
Okay.
For years, like I'm very big on like I'm rooting for everybody that's black. Like Issa Rae said. But there's not too many black leads who are besides Black Panther. That's why Black Panther did so well. Kids can be like, oh, that's our black superhero. Even though we had Hancock and we had Blank Man. But Blank Man was a comedy and our Meteor Man. Those things. So it was like comedy. So, we didn't get to really enjoy those and grow up and saying those are the heroes we want to look to. But no, I want to be.
What was your most difficult role that you've had to play thus far?
I haven't reached that yet.
Oh, so nothing was difficult for you?
Not yet.
So everything just kind of came naturally for you. Everything just comes natural for you.
Because naturally, right now, because they've really been casting me as the bad guy.
I'm sick of you. Jesus.
They've been casting me the bad guy until they put
so that's okay. So nothing has become no role.
Right, not yet. No scripts have put me in that mode of like it's so difficult. Either I'm the lover or the bad guy. Them two things.
One or the other.
That's like that's natural, easy things to do.
Okay.
I think. He was like,
who's your favorite director?
Ty Phillips, James Mangold.
Okay.
And
why?
Oh man, I just forgot the other guy's name. But he directed this movie called Life of Pi. Which is a great movie. Why? Because they're storytelling. They really, I didn't understand film until someone else explained that film supposed to provoke certain emotions from you. If you walk away from a film and you feel uneasy, you feel a different type of emotion besides happy, or like sad. But if you leave the film thinking and talking about it, the film does the job. A lot of people are like, well, I didn't get the film. Jordan Peele made Us, the movie, Us, and everybody like, you ask somebody, was it good? You'd be like, it was a deep movie, and it had a message behind it. That means it was a good film because it put us in the mind of thinking about it, and that's what makes a great director, making us thinking on why that character did what they did and how do I relate to that character.
Okay.